How's it going, folks? Back here on the lake again. It's Trevor, the BFS Prophet, as you all know. And today, I figured I'd talk about a little setup that I had in my first video. You guys are probably wondering what that was, how it works, things like that. So today, we're going to be talking about the Shimano Curado BFS XG. Of course, I have it modified a little bit, as I always do, and I have it matched up with the Tsurinoya Elf Trout Rod Ultralight. And I have to say, it's a good little setup. I like it. It's working good for me. I'm surprised at how well the Curado works. Of course, after you tune it, that is, then it works pretty much perfect, I would say. But overall, I'm impressed. It's doing the job very well. I'm happy with it. I keep gunning fish with it. Can't complain. So I'm gonna just go along with what I have here. A little explanation, do a little fishing, catch a little something hopefully, and we'll go from there. Alright, so because like you guys already know, I like to modify or tune my things, my reels of course. And with my Curado, very simple. I put some, of course, ceramic micro bearings as always, and for the spool I put in an Avail super shallow spool. It's a 1.5 millimeter depth ultralight spool. And when you get the spool, as always, I'll take a little peek at this for you guys. As you can see, you add on these little magnets that they give you. And if you buy this spool from Bait Finesse Empire, they include the magnets already, which is a good thing. Otherwise, you'd have to buy them separately. So, little perk if you buy this from Bait Finesse Empire, but keep checking. They sell out pretty quick. I had to wait a little bit for mine myself, but once you do that with the bearings, of course, perfect. It works great. And in terms of handle, for me, I just went with the simple, it's called the Gomexis carbon fiber handle. It's a swept handle. It's an 85 millimeter handle. Comes already set up, ready to go with ball bearings and the knobs. As you can see, perfect. You can buy these from AliExpress, very easy. It comes ready to go, complete with knobs, with bearings in it. Works perfect, I love it. It looks great with the reel. They're like 30 bucks. Can't beat the price for that. Definitely helps out with the reel. Any reel, especially the Curado, just kind of ups the ante, makes it look a little more trick, makes it look more high performance. So might as well have it match with the better spool and the better bearings, because it is working better, so let's make it look cool, right? That's my whole thing about it. Alright, so I'm gonna get ready to fish here in a second, but I'm sure you guys are gonna wonder, what am I using? What am I gonna use today? So today, I know I like my plastics. I've told you last time I love my plastics. I catch pretty much everything, mostly with my plastics, but today, figured I'll just mix it up a little bit today for you guys. So today, we're gonna be using the Lucky Craft Pointer 48. Very fun little lure, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I use it from time to time. I've caught some decent fish with it. Takes a little work, but once it warms up here, they start to bite these pretty good. So, let's throw that around for a little bit, and we'll go from there. Casting's pretty straightforward with this reel. Cast great, not much effort to it. Definitely a versatile reel. I can still throw pretty tiny stuff. Maybe not quite as tiny as my Silver Creek, but overall, can't complain too much. And it's definitely a lot more affordable, because let's face it, a lot of these reels are pretty expensive. I know they're not in a lot of guys' budgets, things like that. So I figured, why not talk about a little more budget price for, that way it attracts more people into BFS. So I would definitely say the Curado is definitely a good all-around, more budget-friendly set reel, that is. And of course, you matched up with a fairly inexpensive rod that works great, like the Tsurinoya Elf Trout Rod. But as of right now, I don't know why they stopped making them. They were doing so well. Maybe they're going to come back. I hope, fingers crossed. But we'll see. We'll see. But until then, I would definitely say this is a good reel to try out if you want to get your feet wet into the BFS world and not want to spend too much money, that is. I'm just gonna work this little guy for a little bit, see if we get any action from this guy. Doing a little subtle twitches here and there, little pause, twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, twitch. pick up that slack a little bit. Use the drag star, just big enough. You can still work it with the drag star, like I like to do. But we're just gonna search them out. Jerk baits are good for searching out those fish, seeing where they're at, hopefully. And then we can kind of key in on them, hopefully. I mean, we'll just have to see. Time will tell, and just keep casting away. As birds are all over the place. But overall, I mean, you guys saw that fish I caught in my first video with it. Handles fish very nicely, drags smooth, 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 smooth. That's one thing about this reel, and pretty much most Shimanos, I would have to say, they're smooth drags. They are known for their drags. They're smooth, they're refined. They just get the job done very nicely. And especially with BFS, you want a smooth drag. It don't matter how powerful it is, it matters how smooth it is, because you're trying to protect those light lines. And especially when you're using 4-pound fluoro like me, you gotta make sure that drag can cushion that biting fish and really make sure to protect that line, because at that point you're just playing with the fish when they're big, of course. Just playing them, letting them wear themselves out. And hey, that's the whole fun about BFS. You're just there for the ride. Enjoy that fight, savor it. That's a big reason why I got into BFS. I always enjoyed it so much because of that fact. And I know I can almost always catch something with a BFS setup. I'm never left without being skunked. So that right there, plus it's bait casting. Come on, I love bait casting. And when I found out I could cast with an ultralight bait caster, or BFS as we call it now, heck yeah, I'm all for that. So we're just gonna keep fishing, see what we catch. See that? As you can see from the cast, I had to show you that, just to prove it to you guys. The braking works great on this, but make sure you put those extra magnets in with this spool, because if you don't do that, you're gonna have some problems, trust me. So I can't complain on how this thing casts. It's a solid caster, braking works great, FTB, finesse tune braking. The tried and true braking system from Shimano for all their BFS reels. They work, they just work. They do the job very nicely, and I can't complain. Also, a good thing about this reel, because it's Shimano America, guess what? You can buy it right out here in the US. So you don't have to specialty order anything per se, or have to import it from Japan. So that's a big plus right there. A lot of people that want to get into it are maybe a little hesitant to buy something from Japan. I get it, I understand. But with this, now it's domestic in the US. So hey, you'll get the full warranty from Shimano, so less worries on you possibly. And right now, I got my reel for $189.99. Can't beat the price. I'm happy with it. It works. I enjoy it. And I'm sure you guys will like it too. Well guys, that's the end of it. Fortunately, didn't catch anything. But like I said before, that's what they call it, fishing, not catching. But I noticed around me today, no one's really catching anything, quite honestly. So just one of those days. But it happens, even to the best of us. But I will say, besides that, I love the reel regardless. Have fun using it, even if I don't catch anything. But hey, still, it's fun. And thank you for watching. And if you have any comments or questions, please post them in the comment section. Please like, please subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And until then, you guys, tight lines, go catch some fish out there. Use that BFS, and I'll see you later.